Hello everybody and welcome back here to High Button Sports as we get set for another game out of Tyne Valley. PEI here between the Rebels and the Buccaneers. My name is Jeff Warburton on the call, bringing you the action here from Tyne Valley. As always, as the Rebels looking to come off some defeats at home as the fall to the Bees on Saturday last week. Have the Buccaneers coming in to Tyne Valley now, looking for a win, and they're looking to stop that right in its tracks as we are just underway here, and let's get into it. Myra works it along the boards. Trying for that on the right side. It's chipped at, and Phillips gets a little pass up ahead. Myra going to pick it up. Big strides from Myra as he looks to move up to the middle. Morrison now grabbing. Morrison takes a shove there as the puck is played on the left side and quickly covered up for our first whistle of the game. Face off to the left. Puck dropped in over to the right side. Face off, down and along the end boards. Rebels get it up to Goddett. Goddett gets cut off. Mahoney plays it down to the corner. Gwyn Timothy looking for it as he'll take the long way around. Looking for that puck. Rebels turn it over. Gwyn Timothy plays it back in behind. Try to play that in across. Pinow back in behind for Dodge. He'll pick up, work it up the right side. Rebels pick it up in stride, though, and work it right back into the zone along the end boards. Buccaneers chipping that up ahead. Picked up by Otway. Otway waits for the tag up, and it'll be picked up now down the middle. Breakaway on net. Shot scores! And the Rebels off the turnover strike first. A minute and a half in. That one off the end of the stick there of number 92, Sam Surratt. And Rebels strike early here as they try to get things moving. Probert gonna pick it in. Probert down the left side. Played back over into the middle, and a nice chance in front, and another good chance, and two whacks at it the other way after that early goal as the goalie goes down after a bit of a shove there in front. Face off to the left. Arsenault picks that up in his feet, steers it up down the right side just a hair. Smallman going in, goes in on Sullivan as it gets worked in along the boards. Probert trying to play it up. Grabbed and avoiding the player there narrowly. Gets in behind. Buccaneers go heads up into the middle. Stopped as Dodge takes a bump back into the Buccaneers end. Hard hit along the boards, and that one didn't stop for the stop sign there. And that'll be a boarding call, and it'll be to the power play here for the Buccaneers as they try to tie this game up very early in this one. Face off to the left. Appreciate everyone tuning in once again here to High Button Sports. As weekend after weekend, we are here bringing you the action from the Nova Scotia U15, U16 Maritimes League, the U18 Nova Scotia League, and the Maritime Female U18 League as well. Myra picks up on that. He'll get worked hard into the boards. Gets back up. It's chipped in down the right side and behind. Roach chasing after it. Collins, though, beats him to it in his own end. Manages to get the pass off, though, and now surveying. Myra tried to get that up, hit a skate. Back around, Roach. Here in front, played off to the boards. Morrison, and it's sent back in behind. Buccaneers. Grab that on the left side. Through the legs. Here come the Bucks. Bailey. It's worked in along the boards there. Looking for it. Picked up by Kroos. Right side, try to feed that out in front. Sharp angle shot and scores. That one slips by. And a power play marker has the Bucks tying this game up. And we're not even 4 minutes in. 1-1 the score. Back to center. Face off here. Curtin picks up the former Rage defender. Tries to work it up the boards, and it's sent down into the corner there for Bailey. Bailey worked in against the wall, loses it. Rebels, back to McGilvery. Right side near Allison. Bailey spins around. Tried to play that out front, backhand save made. Looking for it again, Gwyn Timothy gets there. He'll take a bump in there on the half wall as he gets pressured. Puck still free as they battle for it down low. Comes up the left side, Buccaneers player down into the middle, and penalty coming. And cross check, I believe. It'll be back to the penalty box for the Rebels, so coming off of a power play goal, they'll have another go at it. Face off to the left. Puck picked up, got it. Over to Probert. Probert trying to get it up to Momberquette. Sent down the length of the ice. Buccaneers grab onto that. Up to Momberquette. Momberquette on the left side. Takes a bump. Bellin. And around to Murphy. Murphy on the end boards. Pressured in. Fished out of there. It's played off to the right side. Back to Bellin. Bellin shoots through traffic and a nice solid shot on. Created a rebound that he chases down into the end wall. Buccaneers back to Probert. Probert starts to move. Probert looking for a lane. Takes his shot, but it goes about a foot high and right there, that top shelf. Sent up ahead, Momberquette evades the shove, and it's played in low. Into the feet and back in behind on the end boards. Myra. Up the wall, touched, no icing as the penalty, 35 seconds left to go on it. Played up the wall, in behind, now Hudson. Hudson looking for a lane, shoved off. Pass up the right side, hits the stick, bounces off, Rebels spin around, get it outside the zone. Hudson trying to get it by Myra there on the left side. They get tangled up, and now another penalty coming. This one against the Bucks for interference. So that'll even up the penalties, and the softy there, but the Rebels will take it. 10 seconds left to go, and they'll head to the power play. Rebels Played over to Harris. Harris starts to move in, gets sent over to the left side, to the middle. Shot goes into the end boards. Rebels in around, forgot it. Passes that off to the middle. Picked up Harris. Tries to play that down around. End boards, Surratt, the man who scored. Would have got it. Back to Surratt. Shot. Save made as it gets stopped there relatively easily. 30 seconds into the power play. Puck dropped in there. Down along the board, steered off to the right side, got it, tipped it up in front and off the blocker and in behind. Nice little look there. Comes back to the blue line. Back through to Harris. Played it across, back to Harris. Hand it off, Rebels. Over to the right. McEwen steps up, gets that to the middle. Top of the circle, shot, save made. Up the board, slowed up to got it. Down to the half wall. Rebels to the middle, shot, tipped high into the glass. Comes back down in the right side corner. Looking to hand off to Allison. Allison trying to work that through. Off the end of the stick and heads in behind. Hustled after Mahoney, gonna beat him there. And a chance on the breakaway. And he can't get the shot off, and a good job hustling that one out. That's catching a man off guard. Textbook. Down the right side, shot, save made. So a chance at one end leads to a chance at the other, but we're still tied at one. Puck dropped in. Looking to get that back to Pigeon. Callaghan's going to hand it off. Through the middle. Tried to pick up on that. Pigeon with a poke at her. Buccaneers. Left side. Murphy's going to wire one into the end boards. Otway picks up on it. Back in behind for Otway. Hard on to the wall. Otway willing to eat that hit to make the play. Gets sent back in though. Pigeon. Fans on it. Left side, a little lazy as kind of running into each other a little bit out there. Hand it on back. Rebels. Flip it up the boards, back to Murphy. Looking for that puck. Pino takes a bump, but it gets freed up, down through the middle. Shot into a shin pad. Buccaneers. Over to Otway. Probert pokes at it, right side. Looking for it again. And waiting over the blue line. Nice job dragging that foot there, Otway. He steps in, frees it up, but it gets picked up and can't get the shot off. Now turned over to Monberquette, who rolls it out of the zone. Sent back in. Buccaneers down low. Looking for that puck. Kept in. Good job holding this blue line in this first period by the Rebels. Creating more chances. And that one gets off the stick, though, as Monberquette heading back the other way, and a good defensive play to take away the breakaway. Luke McGilvery on the play that time. So I said, good job holding the blue line, and instantly turned over back the other way, but I still stand by my statement there. And bailed out by the D partner on that particular chance. Picked up, now trying to get it back the other way. 2-on-1, rebound. Oh, and it's fanned on with the wide open net and the penalty. A hooking call. And those are one of the ones that the eyes light up like saucers. And you think that it's a guarantee. But the puck stays out of the back of the net. But it will be a power play here with exactly 10 minutes to go in our first. Down the left side. Face out, gonna come down the left side. Back into the zone. Over to the right side. That's gonna head down into the corner. Got it. Stepping up, hands it off to the left, but it slides by the stick. Back to got it. Shot, save made, covered up. Face off here to the right. Otway, Rebels pick up. Back to Otway. Nice pull move there. Over to the left side, and they try to whack that one in. Right side corner. Otway. Circling. Without a stick, so it's more like a 5-on-3.5 here for the next 10 seconds. Mahoney picks up the stick, but he leaves his man in front, and they get a shot. We get a whistle here to the right. Puck over to Collins. Back and behind. That one will be played along the end boards. Worked into the wall, trying to get a stick lift. Down in the right side corner. Moved back, left side, shot, steered away, and the net goes off. Player running into it. That looked like it didn't feel very good. Shot into the glove, and the save made there on the left side. Picked up on the blue line. Grabbed Rebels. Spin that around. It's picked up and put into the wall. Bailey looking for it. Gets it back in around. Right side. Try to feed to the middle. Poked at. Back in the opposite direction. Got it. Looking for it. Pino starts to work in. Shot in tight. And how did that one stay out? Moves to the right. Picked up Bucks. Down the left side. Kroos looking for the lane here. Backhand. Tries to go 5-hole. That was really the only option he had. Save made though. On the left side. Sent for the icing, and we'll continue back the other way here. Left side. Down to the right, hits the mesh, but we get a whistle. Collins. Bellin circling back. Picked up left side to the middle. Shot. They can't quite get that opportunity they're looking for. Buzzing around that net pretty well. Sometimes when you got that extra time. Down the left side. Shot. That one bounces out. Picked up down here now in front. Getting it off. Breakaway chance. The other way. Pad save. Spinning around. Another good stop in net. Puck gets dumped in behind. Down the left, that one gets steered. Into the right. Puck picked up here for the Buccaneers. Curtin trying to take the long way around. That gets turned over back to Hudson. So wait for the pause in the commentary there, folks. As I think I've mentioned before, I got to help make sure the other games get up and running as we're getting into the final nightcap games. Actually, over in Charlottetown, the Stars are playing the female U18 team at the Simmons Center, which I'm sure the Rebels fans are familiar with. Not down there in the right side corner. That game doesn't start till 8. They're digging away for that puck. Some pressure down low. Oh, hard hitting to the boys there. Bailey. Oh, and it gets back to the line, and McGilvery will harpoon one in there, and his team will take the lead again. Sorry, for the first time, actually. Puck's on net, and good things will happen. That one just sneaks by. A red-hot goaltender up there in Callum Kelly, who's been pretty good up until this point. He's faced lots of rubber. Picked up, dodge. Shot hits off the shaft of the stick. Rolls back over, Collins. Picked up and whipped off the boards. That's going to come down for P now. Off the stick. Shot. Sent in. Save made. Puck. Moved up ahead. Murphy takes a bump as it's sent back and around. Minute 25 left to go here. Left side, Rebels flip it off the boards over to Myra. Hits the stick, it got it. Harris looking for it in the feet. Harris bounces it over to Isaac, got it. He'll try to push that to the middle. It's stopped, swept on. Sullivan now down into the zone, approaching the final minute in the first, and a nice goal there. Is that one set to the middle and buried, and we're back to a 2-2 game here with a minute to go in the first. Back and forth here through our first frame out of Tyne Valley. That one gets by Lynch on a chance in front. Puck dropped in and sent in behind. 57 seconds to go here in the first. Meyer picks it up to Morrison, who one-touch passes that to the middle. Pigeon going to work that back in. Kelly slows it up. Kelly back to Myra. Myra puts that one in the air to Morrison. Stopped. Roach now. Roach on the right side. Roach trying to cut in. Backhand. Moving, and goaltender knocked down, net knocked off, and whistle blown there. Puck moved on near the middle. 15 seconds to go. Down to 12. Up the left side. Rebels Poking away at it, 5 seconds. That should take us to the end. Buccaneers looking for one last shot, but that will stop it. So 2-2 in an eventful first period. Back for the second shortly. All right, everybody, welcome back here to the second period. 2-2 the score. 20 fresh minutes on the clock. Let's get back into it. Here at center, Pigeon gonna pick it up, send it around. Slow it up along the boards as they try to hand that through. Buccaneers ship it up off the wall. It's slowed down. Roach drops back for Bellin. Bellin on the right side, trying to jam that through, and the pass made it about halfway there. It's along the end boards. Now moved up the zone. Played down to the corner. Rebels looking for that puck in between the legs, picked up on the other side, stepping in, going the long way around, trying for the wraparound. The move that I always say is the lost art in hockey these days, the old wraparound goal. Tried to dish that out in front instead of finish the job himself, but got knocked away and the net knocked off with it. Face off to the left. Ooh, you're going to push them over. Last minute swap around there. Picked up near the top of the crease there, and the whistle goes. Face off on the left. Murphy down near the end boards. Looking for that puck, goes up the wall. Man down. Got it. Trying for that. Little touch pass back to Dodge. Buccaneers chip up the wall. Gwyn Timothy looking to hand off. Gets it off, and then they move that up ahead. Picked up and heading into the right side corner. Mahoney chases after it. Freed up. Rebels. Back up the left side wall. Trying to knock that through. Back to Murphy. Into the shin pads. Mahoney. Plays the body a little bit there. P now. Shoots it. Hits off a skate. Picked up and fired along the wall. Chipped by Curtin and back in behind for Bailey. Bailey, the former goal. Cuts back around. Over to the left. Otway takes a bump there from Curtin. Bailey in around for Probert. Probert, lead play. Buccaneers get that pass handed off. Down the right side, Mahoney. Mahoney looking for a lane. Takes a long way around again. Top of the circle, chipped, stopped. Curtin now. Down low behind the net. Now play in front, no one home though for it. That would have been a tough one to put in. Now played across and it'll be in the other way. Otway steps in, slows up, looking for the pass. Gonna play it around to Surratt. Surratt, shot, not gonna get off the end of that stick. Moved back towards the middle. Down the left side. Onto the stick and played into the end boards. To the blue line. Steps in, low shot. Steered aside. Sullivan now picks it up. Sullivan along the end boards. Right side corner. Probert takes a bump. Back in behind there. Callaghan lost it, so it's the Buccaneers looking for it still. Pushed in around and a hit along the corner there. Buccaneers keep it in though, and now onto the stick. A lot of turnovers here in the offensive zone for both sides. That one off the blocker. Arm goes up. Whistle goes. And they're going to catch the Bucks on a cross-checking penalty in their own end. In the opposite end, sorry. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because they blew the whistle and Momberket gets one down low and okay. Face off to the left. Sent into the end boards. Surratt hits his stick. Played back in as it's slowed up by Lynch. Rebels trying to move that up the wall. Harris chips it over to the right. Played back across. Doorstep. Allison shoots. Save made. Whistle goes. And a good stop there on the PK. Puck grabbed, played into the end wall. Slowed up, handed off, Rebels. McGregor over the line on the end of the stick there. Pino, oh, nice dish cross, shot, save in tight. Pass didn't quite make it there, but they still made a nice play out of it there. Face off to the left. Puck dropped in. Back to Otway. He'll make a move to the inside. Looking for a chance there. Hits off a shin pad. Bounces to the half wall. Shoved in against the boards and comes out near P now. Morrison chasing after. Checked there. Otway now. Pulls it back in. Starts to hustle up the right side. Grabbed. Dished across. Doorstep. And just off the stick. They tried to kind of shovel that in. It was a in-tight play to make there. Flew back to the middle. 22 seconds on the power play. P now. Gets it across. Down the right side. Handed off. In tight. Rebound in front. Another save. 2 point blank stops. Back to the middle. Shot. Blocker to side. Callaghan. Off the shaft of the stick down to Curtin. Curtin bounces it. In behind. Looking for that puck. It's in the left side corner. Tied up. Backhand into the middle. Some pressure coming down. Picked up by Curtin though, up the wall. Nicely done there with three players barreling down on him. Over there to Dodge. Dodge goes heads up and looks around. Pass off the mark. That one's going to be flicked down. We'll go for the icing there to the right. Face-off comes to the left. This game has been back and forth action. Impressed with how both teams are kind of rolling with it. Face off to the left, comes back near the blue line. Shot on, scooped up there. Grabbed back to the blue line. Little move made in. That one stays in the zone. Behind the back trying to get that pass through. Now under the doorstep. Rebels, and it rolls off the stick there of Connor Hudson. Another close chance there for the Rebels to take the lead. Backing around for Kelly. Callum Kelly played it up the wall. He played it to his defender who attempted to get it up the wall. Bellin back in behind near Myra. Picked up and sent to the end boards. From the corner, Arsenault gets it back. Shot through traffic, save made. They get one whack at it. Stopped. Face off. Coming here soon. Puck played to the corner and now up the wall. Sullivan to the end boards. Back to Bailey. Bailey from the right side into the corner. Shot tipped in front. That one slowed up. Momberket gets knocked down. Left side. Chipped back. Trying to pick it up on the end boards. They do. Behind the back play. Rolls off the stick. Murphy. Back in behind. That one through the blue paint, but Buccaneers are going to change as it bounces back in behind again. To the end boards. Pinau along the wall. Chips it back. Noy shot through traffic. Rebound to the right. Looking for that puck. Buccaneers knocked off. Steered ahead over the red line. Backing around. McGilvery loses it down low. So we approach the halfway mark in this game. Picked up. Slapped out of the air. Now grabbed. Blocked. Trying to stick with it. Backhand. And good job staying on that puck. Face off to the right. Puck dropped in. That one's getting whipped around the boards. Up to Myra. And hit laid there. And to the box, it looks like Buccaneers will have the man advantage. 11:05 to go in the second. Myra's going to stay out there, one of their top defenders. Draw the power play and try to deliver on it. The name of the game now. Puck back to the blue line. Myra dishes it to the left side. They play it back to the blue. Off the stick. That one dies in front, but then they can't maintain possession, so Buccaneers pick it up again. Back to Myra. Myra looking for an open lane. Puts it back to the right side corner. Behind the back, played to Murphy. Murphy, he starts the survey now. Murphy, down and behind. Trying to get that out to Roach. Orson, and the net's off. And last week we saw a couple plays where the net was off by an inch and they kept going. This time, not the same. Nearing the halfway point in this game. Puck dropped in, flip back. Buccaneers down the left side. Worked off into the wall again. Chip play, now they're going to chase after it. Cut off along the boards, nice job there by Kroos. Murphy back to Kroos. He surveys, chips it back to the middle, stopped up. Nice play by Murphy, kicks it to himself, and they're able to get that puck in. Into the back half of this game now. Chop that, and the Rebels will pull off. Play it back to Myra, 46 seconds. He snaps a pass up the middle, but too hot for Probert as it rolls off the end of his stick. Tagging up. Now over to Morrison. Morrison steps in, shot goes wide. Bellin gets in on it. To the end boards. Hits off the body into the mesh. Whistle goes. 9:30 to go in the second. Puck dropped in. Fed back to the line. Over to Bailey. Bailey fans on it. Was eyes lit up again on that one. On the right side corner. They jockey for position. Played over to Bellin. Bellin, shot. Save made. 8:59 left to go in the second. Face off will be here to the right. Try to steer that out in front. It's going to play to the end wall again. Rebels take a bump. Back from the corner. Noy tries to get that out. Over to Otway. Otway grabs. Down the left side into the end boards. Halligan, 2-on-1 there. Still comes out with it. Has Otway supporting. Back to the blue line. Tipped. End boards. Back in behind for Noy. Otway. Back again. Stopped up. Buccaneers. Up to Noy. He spins. To Surratt. Trying for that puck. Murphy got in on Callaghan, but it gets played in around. Into the end boards. Left side. And you got to get that puck out as it just kind of rolls off the stick of Theo Haropoulos. Played to the middle. Shot and they score. So turnover leads to a goal. Not what you want to see there as the Buccaneers started to get hemmed in their own zone there. And with 7:46 to go, the Rebels take the lead again. And we head to center. Left side, trying to spin that in along. Hustle move here now for Kroos as he tries for Pigeon. Pigeon down low. Move back to the middle, Curtin chases. Curtin. Off the end boards, trying to find Bailey. Got it. To the middle. Off the stick, over skated. Bucks. Can't get it out, and another lazy turnover there. Back to the Rebels. Got it. Shot. That was Isaac who tried to fire that one back on. Picks up again. Good quick hands there at the top of the zone. Finding a lane. Shoots into the mesh. 6:36 left to go here in the second. Face off to the left. To the end boards. Trying to pick up on that. It's in the corner. Buccaneers handoff. Lead play. Try to bring that back in. Bellin. It gets a pass off and a nice chance there for Monburquette. Buccaneers are doing a good job of creating scoring chances with the limited zone time they've had here. That one, another penalty. Head contact behind the play. Looks like it's Monburquette again. And a tough one there as they were starting to build some momentum the other way. And the second time in the offensive zone that it gets stifled. Puck's picked up. Works around the boards. Heads down the right side. In near the end wall. Two on two. Harris picks it up. Harris gets up ahead, hits the back of the skate there. Buccaneers, Theo Heropoulos tries to get that pass up ahead. Surratt knocks that away by Sam. Moved up the right side, got it. Can't play it through. As Isaac tried for that one. Over here to Allison. Allison shot, blocked by a diving Curtin. Nice job getting in front of that puck. Sorry, by Dodge. Curtin's his D partner there on the other side. Pigeon, shot, tipped, goes high. Back down, it got it. Theo Heropoulos plays it down the length of the ice. Lynch, spinning. Firing that in around. Mahoney tries to pan that off. Back in behind, they're going to have to wait for the tag up. 4-minute power play for the Rebels. Almost 2 minutes gone. Nothing going for them yet. Into the linesman skate, but they maintain the zone. Rebels try to play that through. Mahoney back off the end of the stick. In behind for Lynch. Up ahead, left side. Sent back in, opposite direction. Rebels looking to pick up on that. Snapped up near center. Allison with 1:22 left to go on that power play. Gets worked into the corner by Murphy. P now coming in to try to fish that out. Rebels start to move. Hands it off to Harris. Harris right side. Shot fanned on. Looking for it in front. Rebels back to the blue line. Over to Harris. Harris shot through traffic. That one saved with a nice stop there. 50 seconds to go in the power play. Puck over to Harris. Harris down low. Back to Surratt. Steps in. Shot off the blocker and goes high behind. Rebels along the boards. Picked up on the other side. Buccaneers chop at it, and it'll get back out to center. 2:36 to go in the second. We're working away through this one. McEwen down to the left. Chased after. Dodge gets to it. Harris poked at it into a battle there. 12 seconds left to go on the 4-minute double minor. That one hit a glove, but we continue on. I was just about to say, as it looks like the Buccaneers might get out of it. Shot goes high. Sending the next guy out. So we're back to 5-on-5 and a good penalty kill there for the Buccaneers. Morrison. Going 2-on-2 down there in the corner. Rebels come up with it. Spin back move by McEwen. Back to Surt. Gets through. Theo Heropoulos now. Off to the races. Theo Heropoulos in on net. Shot. Tries to go low. And now a penalty back the other way. Buccaneers on front. Shot. Another save. Rebound. And again. And it's still loose. The ref blew the whistle. And I'd be mad too if I was number 4 out there, Morrison, as he had that thing on the stick on the right side. And Lynch makes about 3 good stops in a row. Face off to the right. Puck. Picked up. Sent down the left side. Bailey. Over to the left. Buccaneers try to steer that up ahead. Brought in over the line. Bailey tries to drop that back. Rolls in behind, left side to the middle on this off the stick. Chance of Fred Sullivan working away at it. It still stays out. Final minute. Kicks it back to the line. Bailey, right side, back to Bailey. He'll take his post, try to get that through the middle, and it gets broken up. And that'll end that play. Sent back the other way. And the arm goes up, and another penalty. Just an absolute marching band to the penalty box here. This game, Hudson's going to head in to the box, and it'll be 5-on-3 for 28 seconds to finish the period. As we're nearing the end of 2 in a 1-goal game, so every penalty matters right now, obviously. Murphy flips it back over. Murphy in front. Shot. That one stays out as it's patted away. Thought maybe he could sneak it under. Another chance in front. Loose there on the doorstep. Fished out. Sent up the wall. 10 seconds to go. They might have one last shot on. Played across. Kroos slows up. 4 seconds to go. Hand it back. Myra steps in. Save made at the buzzer. And that'll take us to the end of 2. 3-2 the score. Back to the third in a moment. All right, everybody, welcome back here to High Button Sports as we get set for the third and potentially final period here as the Rebels lead 3-2 at home over the Buccaneers, who have a 5-on-3 here to start and a quick chance as it gets stopped on the post. 5-on-3 for 17 more seconds, man, and this ref blows a whistle again with the net going off by an inch. Which is odd because last weekend we saw it a few times and they were throwing that thing back on and continuing on. So when the offensive team has the puck in the zone on a 5-on-3, blow it. A couple of irritated, we'll say, parents to my right, but the Rebels will take that bounce and we'll get back at it. It's one of those things in the reffing handbook, which I assume is up to their discretion. Right side, top of the circle. Myra passes it off again. Looking for the Langle shot, and nice save there to jump on that puck right away. Not going to be trying to give away any rebounds here. Down 2 men. A second to go here in that one penalty, so it'll be 5-on-3 for maybe one more shot here, and then it'll head to 5-on-4 for another minute. Face off to the left. Rebels pick it up. That'll bring it down to the 5-on-4. Man down there in the corner. Sent back in. Bellin hands it off. Buccaneers find Monberquette streaking through the middle. Monberquette brings it in. Monberquette down along the wall. Shot back into the end boards. Puck slowed up. 29 seconds to go on the power play. Nothing to show for it here yet. Through the feet of Monberquette, and that one's going to be turned over. Sullivan takes a bump. Tries to get it to Probert. Knocked off the stick there. McGilvery plays it back through to the middle. Picked up by the Buccaneers. Over to Monberquette. Monberquette starts up ahead. Probert down the left side. Probert has a man across, finds him on the stick, steps in, shot, save made. Into the chest, the whistle goes. Face off to the left. The corner, hits the boards and works itself back around for the Rebels. Into the boards, a hard hit there as they stick, or the glove gets dropped. They have to hand it back to him, so a little good sportsmanship there by the Buccaneers bench. Flipped back into the end boards. Rebels along the end wall, gets back to the blue line, steps in, shot, tipped. Came down, but just misses the post by a few feet. Back into the middle. Noy in behind for Murphy. Murphy over to Theoharopoulos. Theoharopoulos takes a bump, sent back in around. Otway looking for it. Buccaneers. Down to Gwyn Timothy. Looking for the puck. Chipped up the wall, and out could be an on-man rush the other way, and they got numbers, but the puck goes too far down low, so Buccaneers coming back to help out, and they swing it out. Picked up by the Rebels. Into the right side corner. Back to Phillips. Into the zone. Hand pass. .16:52. Face-off will be in front of us here. Phillips Back down to Kelly. Played across. Trying to work that back up. Over to P now. Bellin. Bellin gonna grab. Over to Morrison. Morrison steers up the left side. Phillips looking for it. Pass gets off in behind Myra. Grab now, Bellin. Turns it over to P now. Got it. Played around. That bounces back to Collins. Collins down the right side into the corner. Spinning in front, chip play, and it just misses. Goaltender looked ready for it, but right idea there to just try to get it over the glove. Back in the opposite way. Looking for a stick lift. P now. Rebels, toe drag in. Got it. Looks like he's done that a few times, but then shoots it out into the mesh and out of play. Down the right side. Along the end boards, a couple whacks at it. Rebels. Flip it back to the line for Collins. Shot falls into the end boards. Momberket works it around. Band on, and now it'll get chipped in. Momberket picks it up on the other side down the right. Played off to the wall. Trying to get that through into the glove of Curtin. He stops it, but it gets knocked back in behind him. McEwen. Oh, and a penalty from the back ref. Well behind the play, and that one looks like it's going to be on the Buccaneers. Head contact. And they're not sure who it goes to.
Buccaneers penalty goes to number 16, Jonathan Program. It's 4 minutes for head contact. Time of the penalty, 5:18.
Shot in front goes wide. Down the right side. Trying to work that in. Right side. Trying for that puck. Sent in low. 4-minute penalty, 2 minutes gone in it. Shot scores up top by Pigeon. They work it around on the power play, and just as the penalty starts to end, or gets into the last 2 minutes, it goes, so that'll be the end of that.
Scoring for Western was number 88, Daniel Gibson. Assisted by number 9.
Play on the left side, Dodge.
Time of the goal, 7:19.
Looking for it. Shot over to Roach. Played across. Heads to Murphy. Murphy back near Dodge. Rolls under his stick. Down along the end boards. Flicked up. Comes down the left side. McGilvery.
Correction, assist was by number 8, Hudson Kino.
Through the middle. Curtin tries to toe drag that around. Gets back in. Left side. Worked in around. Puck. Trying to move that up the right side. Over the red line. That one gets back in behind. Slowed up. Rebels. Try to hand that off. Hits the stick. Over to Monberquette. Monberquette taking a shove. Along the blue line. Myra. Played it across. Here the blue line, that's going to be sent in. Sent in the other way. And for the icing. Heading down the right side, and thought maybe they're going to catch him for too many, but we'll head down the right side instead. 9:12 remaining here in the third. 4-2 now the score. Picked up. Buccaneers looking for that puck. Up to Probert. Probert in over the line to Monberquette. Monberquette shoots it, hits the glass and behind. Monberquette handed out to the middle of the right side. It's looking for that. Rolls off the stick there, a turnover. Lead play to the left side, one-on-one. Taking on Dodge. Shot goes high. Covered up. Puck dropped in. Toe drag. Looking for that. Chip play up to Allison. Sent back down to Kelly. Kelly. He's going to whip it around. Roach. To the line. Noy tried for it. Lead play. Fanned on. Allison. Hard hitting to the boards there, and that'll get the bench pumped up. 8:12 left to go in the third. Up to Morrison. Passed off. Back in front by Kroos. Murphy played it back in front. Backhand, still loose. Trying to sneak in behind the netminder. Roach whacks at it. Collins. To the end boards for Kelly. Right side, played back through, lead pass to Morrison, evades the check. Morrison down over the line, steered to the corner. Kroos, back to the blue line. Just on down and behind. Curtin steps up to it. Move to the middle. Back over. Down the right side. 7 minutes to go here. Buccaneers Mahoney. Mahoney. He'll head up the right side with it. Mahoney slows up, top of the circle. Shot, not going to get through. Rebels clear it out of the crease. Back to the right side boards. In near the end boards. Clipped. That one hurt. Rebels pick up, flip it in the air, back down to Myra. Myra played across. Buccaneers tag up. In over the line, down 2. It all starts with 1 here for this Buccaneers team. Theo Heropoulos shoots one off the pads. Grabbed now by the Rebels down the left side. Shot blocked into the corner for Bellin. He'll chip at it. Looking for that puck again. Bellin. Oh, reverse check on him as the rookie gets laid out by the larger Rebels player. Played in front into the feet, gets moved away. Up the left side, it's going to be a foot race for it, and it'll go for icing in the other direction. And we head down to the right, just inside. 6 minutes to go here. Picked up, flipped into the middle. Phillips spinning around to the end boards. Dodge looking for it. Dodge up the wall. Moved up through the middle. Down on the boards. Otway picks it up. Otway trying to go through the legs. Murphy flips it in the air. That one's poked at, evaded, shot, and hand pass, they're going to call that. So whistle will go. Puck. Played in through the middle. That'll be down the left side. Trying to go up the boards with it. Heads back to center. Murphy. Murphy to the right. Probert trying to get that up ahead. Got it. Looks for it. Hand it off. Now picked up by Zach, got it. Sullivan staying with it. In behind for Curtin. Fired down the ice. And goes for a whistle here. 4:25 left to go in the third. Puck played down the left side, and we're getting into the finish of this one. Sorry, folks. Have to deal with something. There was a little bit of an internet outage all the way in Colchester Legion in Truro there. But I think we're back up and running there. So my apologies, of course. 4 minutes to go here. We flip it back to center ice. You never know what's going to go on with some of this stuff. Managing all these streams. The worst one was last year when the internet was out for all of Eastlink. And that meant Zatzman was down, which meant Subaru were down. But I digress. That one into the feet. Rebels. Try to get that up the wall. Roche pokes at it. Rebels have really cleaned up their game here in the third period. As that's sent up ahead. Going to be in behind. Sent down for the icing. And we'll try it down on the left side again. 3:25, and it's a 2-goal lead as they're still trying to hang on. Picked up along the boards. Try to play that through. Roach is going to get it in behind for Harris. Up the wall. I've been mostly impressed here by Isaac Goddard's play here, as well as Cannon and Curtin actually on the Buccaneers, the rookie defenders, both standing up pretty well to an intimidating Rebels team who's kind of known playing a rough and stuff style. Rough and tough. They've won many games in the U16 league since joining a few years ago. It's exciting stuff. And they always seem to find themselves in it at the end of the season. And the Buccaneers playing them well here, but down 2 here, so they're going to need one to try to get back in it. 2:36, lead play. Collins slows it down on the line and somehow doesn't get out. And those are the frustrating ones you wish just bounce your way. In behind. Up the wall, past the stick of Collins. It was touched, so no icing. Back in behind for Harris, slowed down. In over the line, Arsenault. Hard hit into the boards. Hudson. Down in the corner, Collins steps up to it. Slapped through. Comes back down. Gwyn Timothy tries to shake off a hit. Back down low. Trying for that puck. Shot, pad save, into the glove, and we get the whistle. And we'll get a whistle here with the time. All right, we are back here for the final 90 seconds as we look to finish up this one. On the blue line, down the right side. Trying to play that through. Sullivan, shot, save made. On the blue line, down to the middle, Sullivan pokes off, shot. Bounces to Bailey. Roach. Slows. From the corner, Roach. Final minute, net empty. They need one here. Buccaneers off the end of the stick, trying to keep it down low. Momberket sticking with it. Sullivan slows it up. Sullivan shoots. Save made with the glove. And the best / most important of the game is that was a real good look. Face off will be to the left. Gonna try for it again. They need a quick one here. Rebels looking to hold on and collect the points on the blue line. Shot through traffic and another good save. Has 2 quality chances in the last 10 seconds. On the left side. Net still empty. Murphy jumps down to hold the line. Trying to play it out in front, rolls back. To the blue line, jumps over the stick, and now it's a foot race to it. Rebels in ahead, shoots and scores. And that will finish it off. Puck gets in behind. 5-2 the score with 25 seconds to go. And the Rebels work away. We head back to center. Puck picked up. Backhanded down by P now. 18 seconds to go. Gonna play up the wall there. Swung back in. And offside as they tried to work that puck out. So a game that has had lots of chances, lots of power plays, lots of penalty kills. Looks like it's going to end 5-2 here in favor of the hometown squad. Picked up. Back, and that will do it. So the Rebels come away with this Saturday night victory, and that will do it for us here